The grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Hey, it's the Grey Man again, and this is Comics Life Part 2, kind of. I'm busy putting stuff away. Let's just see if I can pan this up. Computer over there, so I've got boxes here, everywhere a box, comics on the floor. There's a couple of boxes here I'm going to try and sell. These I'm going to try and sort out and sell. These ones here I'm going to try and sell. Some are for like trying to sell for £1 down the car boot. Some I'm going to try and sell on eBay maybe. Some I'm going to try. And these ones here, I'm still trying to put away the block from last time. I've just down to this last little batch, and I've gone to my computer and I see that these are all doubles now. I seem to have managed to pick up 3 comics I already had, which I can only assume is maybe because my mate gave them to me, and then suddenly I bought them again myself. So that's really annoying. But yeah, so I've managed to see. I've got comics all the way here. This is my feet. This is my room, my comic strewn room. I've got right to the bottom now, because those are piled all the way up to there normally. So I've managed to get them all out. I've got to put them all back again, obviously, so I'm only halfway through. That box there, H, has got me X-Men in, so I've got 1 comic to put in there, and then all them comics have been put away. Oh, isn't that marvellous? And I just thought I'd do something a bit different. Rather than showing off some comics, I thought I'd show off some books. So sort of the early books that I used to read as a kid, basically, that I've still actually got round the house pretty much. See if I can do these in an alphabetical order. Not alphabetical order, not in numerical order, but in chronological order, to be more precise. So let's have a look. What have we got? So this is probably the early one. Pelephant, the bumper book. Pelephant bumper book. Strip characters, Pelephant Susie and the Toot Toot family. Story characters, Fly, Flax and Balloon Bobo and Bobadilla. Ooty and Pooty and Susie Squirrel. Also features Paul's Puzzles, Men from Eggs and Puppets. I don't know if there's a date in here, and I can see. You've got the front page there, you've got the kiddies programme I used to watch at the time. Oh, Captain Scarlet, Pinky and Perky. Some ventriloquist dummy. Lord Charles, yeah, I remember him. And Topo. Yeah, vaguely rings a bell. Pinky and Perky, I used to read, well, I used to invent stories for my little brother and my little sister of the adventures of Pinky, Perky and Peter. I had an extra pig to the Pinky and Perky mix, and all I remember their favourite food was chips, and everything they ate was chips related, and they had chip flavoured ice cream and stuff like that. So this is quite annoying. Oh, it's actually very annoying. I had a teddy bear. How soft is that? I had a teddy bear, little yellow elephant that I called Pelephant, and I can't find it anywhere. I've never got rid of it. It should still be in my house somewhere. I don't know, unless some visiting kid has stolen it. I hope not. But it doesn't seem to be where I thought it would be. My little Pelephant is missing. My little yellow elephant Pelephant has gone walkabouts. And this is another book from my childhood. Something's, I'd say it's not in mint condition. It's not in mint condition at all. But it's still mostly there. I think the last page has gone missing. But this is always I always liked Dr. Seuss. Remember reading them as a kid. And this one's a favourite of mine. I Am Sam. Sam I Am. He's got a channel, hasn't he? He does comic videos. That's Sam I Am, that's Sam I Am. I do not like that Sam I Am. Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I Am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you like them here or there? I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I Am. I won't do the whole book. I don't know if you want me to do the whole book, leave a comment. So that's an old book of mine, and this is one I remember reading from when I was in junior school. I've actually got 2 copies of this. I think one of them was one of them was a little girl that my mum used to babysit for, so I managed to pick up 2 copies. But it's the greatest ladybird book ever written, and I actually did a video about this before actually. Dinosaurs, the Ladybird Book of Dinosaurs. What a masterpiece. And I always remember in this the Brontosaurus, which was later downgraded as a dinosaur. And they said, no, this is not really a dinosaur. They misidentified a set of bones. When they was doing the bone wars, these two paleontologists were fighting to get the most fossils. One of them found bones that had already been identified and made up their own genus for them. So they said, oh no, that's Brontosaurus doesn't exist. Everything you thought was a Brontosaurus, I think it's an Apatosaurus. I can't remember now. Some name I can't remember. It might have been an Apatosaurus, but then later on, after a good few years of deciding there is no Brontosaurus, they decided there was enough differences between the two sets of bones that they'd found, and Brontosaurus came back. So we regained Brontosaurus. We lost Brontosaurus, but we got Brontosaurus back. So woohoo! And that means there's still hope for Pluto, because there was always Pluto. Pluto was always a planet when I was a kid, and now it's a dwarf planet, which is just not good enough. Remember when I was a little kid and all the, sort of lonely little brat, and sitting there reading my books in playground, and everyone was, because I was a bookworm. Hey, bookworm! In my little imagination, I always thought to myself, I'm from Pluto. Pluto is my home planet. Just as a little kiddie imagination thing. So they downgraded my home planet. That's just not on. Another thing I remember reading in school. Actually, this one I remember my dad reading to me. My dad read me this, The Travels of Augie. I remember when I was a little kid, and he used to read it to me, and he'd rub my little head like that as I was sitting there. I'd fall asleep. That was cool. Right, another good book that I used to like in the old days, the old C.S. Lewis. Lots of good stuff. The old Magician's Nephew was the first one, wasn't it? And the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, and Prince Caspian, is it? No, this is the Magician's Nephew. I can't remember if this is on the same. Is this on the same one as the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe? Is this the first one in the book? I can't remember now. Or is it a separate story? I think this is the first one in the Narnia series, but I can't remember now. Narnia, yeah, he mentions Narnia. So I'm not sure it's the first one in that series, or whether it's a different. I don't really know. It's a long time ago now. And then something else I used to like as a kid was this Captain Cobwebs Adventures. And I used to read these to my little brother and sister as well. Actually, put all the voices on. Captain Cobweb, Captain Cobwebs and the Red Transistor, Captain Cobra's Adventures, Captain Cobweb's Cobra, and Captain Cobra's Cowboys. Let's show you some of the covers. Gordon Boschel. There you go, this Captain Cobweb's Cowboys. They were very, very daft, but fun. Captain Cobweb's Cobra. I won't show you all of them, but you get the idea. There were just some interesting, some fun kiddie adventures. I don't think they're even being published anymore. I really have no idea, but they were quite enjoyable back in the day, I seem to recall. Another thing I used to like as a kid, Doctor Who! And of course, the fourth and only Doctor. The other were all imposters. This is the real Doctor. And these are quite good books. The Brain of Morbius. I haven't read them since I first read them that very first time, but I've kept them in my possession all this time. I am thinking of trying to flog them now. But I think these might be first editions. I'm not too sure. They're not worth anything major because there's so many of them. But Doctor Who and the Brain of Morbius, which is a classic episode. And Doctor Who and the Face of Evil, with the best assistant ever as well. The best Doctor accompanied by the best assistant. I don't know how old I was then, probably 8 or something. It'd be like, I can't remember, what's her name then? Not Romana. Romana was a sciencey one, isn't it? Tila, was it Tila? Leela. Lovely Leela. She was a savage though, she'd stab you as soon as look at you. Right, these were quite good as a kid as well, these little sort of Star Blazer books. They're like kind of little mini comic books, all black and white. And they'd be like, the Star Blazer was like a sci-fi, so it wasn't ongoing, it was different stories every time. And there was this one, and there was another one called Commando, which I had a few of over the years. I'm not sure if I've got any left lying around now, but they were like war stories, and these were like the sci-fi stories. These were quite cool. 35p, not bad. I remember picking up quite a few of those over the years. And then role-playing games and fighting fantasy and choose your own adventure, those kind of books. This is the first one. I'm not sure if this is the first edition as well. I remember when these first came out. So, but the trouble is I lent it to my nephew. And yeah, it's kind of gone to pot now. He's got pages hanging out of it. I don't think it is. It says first published 1982, but then it talks about a few reprints, so this must be a later one. Yeah, so that's fine. So it's not a first edition anyway, so it's not wasted money. Right, I haven't played these for years either. But I've still got loads of them sitting in me drawers, kind of thing. I just, I should get rid of these things, and maybe one day I will. And then another thing that I enjoyed, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I remember getting these when I was about 15 or something like that. Oh look, I can tell you exactly when I got this because it's got a message in it from my Auntie Anne. And I got it a lot younger than I realised, actually. It's got my address and anything. To my blue-eyed Graham from his silly Auntie Anne. Christmas 1980. That's good. Auntie Anne's the one I take to the cinema to see all the superhero movies with me. So that's good. That's cool. And I know exactly when I first got this book now. That's excellent. So I had a little... I put a little sticker inside it. I've just... hold on a second. All my comics decided to start falling out of this box that was sitting in front of me. There's an open box that the camera is sitting on the side. You can sort of see it here. And just as I leant forward for some reason, they all decided to start falling out. It's by atoms that I got the other day. I've been shifting comics from one box to another box, basically, and juggling them around and trying to work out the best place to put them. And this sort of short box is sitting on top of 3 long boxes, which have gone a bit lopsided because they've been piled high. Yeah, anyway, whatever. You don't need to know all that. And it doesn't go flying everywhere. So that's just a little look at some of my old books that may or may not be of any interest at all to anybody. But anyway, if you've watched it, cheers for that. And if you haven't watched it, you smell! Ha ha ha! And see, because if you haven't watched it, you won't know that I've told you smell. So I got away with that, really. I've kind of insulted you without you even knowing about it. But as soon as you watch this video, you don't smell. So that's good. Yeah, so still going through my stuff. I just had a realisation and a revelation. I never too sure what my first comic was, but I was sort of nailed it down to it's either a Flash or a Batman, Brave and the Bold from 1979. I think it's February 1979. And I just found an X-Men book, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember buying this in the corner shop from around the corner from my dad's house, and this is from February 1977. So those Batman, Brave and the Bold and the Flash books weren't my first book. And this is now the candidate for my first comic that I bought. 1977. Wow. And the next one that I got of X-Men is from 1982. Why didn't I buy more? Why didn't I buy more then? I could smash myself over the head with my camera. Just like, stupid. No, I won't do that. But yeah, just an update. Who knows? Maybe I'll find some Spider-Man that are older than that, because that was one of the comic characters I remember from way back. Anyway, that's it from me.